Welcome to the November 27th meeting of the Albany County Legislature Public Works Committee. I am Paul Bergdorf, the chairperson, and with us is Vicki Plotsky, the vice chairperson. And would everybody like to go around, starting with Vicki, and introduce themselves?
Vicki Plotsky, vice chair.
Chris Smith, nobody.
Paul Miller.
Patty Lockhart.
Joe O'Brien, Loudonville, West Albany.
Thank you very much. All right, first item of business is we are taking a look at the October 23rd minutes, previous minutes. Have the members had an opportunity to review them, and are there any comments or revisions to the minutes? If not, I would accept a motion made by Chris Smith, seconded by Vicki Plotsky. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. The minutes are approved. All right, the first item of business is welcome Director Slatsky, authorizing an agreement with Ronco Specialized Systems regarding a nurse call system at the Albany County Nursing Home.
Ronco will be installing our new resident call bell system and safety system. This will be for the new additional beds, replacement beds of 125, as well as the existing 125 beds. A total of 250 will be installed. The fee is $355,650. This will include all the electrical contractor work, software, cables, education to the staff, and electrical drawings, which are needed now as we're ready to start putting in the wiring.
Okay.
I want to point out that they are state contracted.
Okay. I have just a couple of quick questions. Obviously, you had stated earlier that these contracts would be reimbursable as under our Medicaid and submissions,
Yes.
and this is part of the...
It'll be a capital expenditure reimbursable under the Medicaid system.
Okay, so there'd be minimal local cost.
Correct.
Okay. Is there a warranty on this?
Yes, 1 year.
1 year. Is this the sort of product that you buy an extended warranty on?
Well, we'll have a maintenance agreement
Okay.
that'll commence after the installation of this system. We'll decide at that time. Right now, their maintenance agreement was very high in pricing, so we're going to go with what we have today. It's not going to be really finished for another year and a half, and then there'll be a year onto that with a warranty. So we're talking 2.5 years down the road, and we didn't want to put that expenditure in at this time.
Okay. Any questions, members of the committee? Mr. O'Brien?
Is this like a two-way audio system, or is just one
Yes,
way?
into the room, yes.
So the nurse could,
Speak to the
Speak to the
resident
resident,
while they're
okay.
in the bed, yes.
okay.
We're also working with Ronco, just to let you know, you'll probably be back. I want to point out that there's a 5-year warranty on the parts, 1 year on service. We're working now on installing or evaluating televisions that we're going to have in each room, and we're trying to work with Ronco so it ties into their system, so that when you're in your bed, you'll be able to listen not through the TV, but through a bed speaker.
Oh, the television signal will come across the
Correct.
speaker.
But, so I may come back with that, but right now, this is just for the call bell system.
Okay. Is this the same system we have now? Do we have a Ronco system?
No, we have a Geron system,
Okay.
and we did receive an estimate from Geron as part of the RFP that we sent out, and they did not want to replace the existing equipment that was in the building. They just wanted to put in new equipment, and therefore half the system would be the old system and half the system would be the new system, but both are on. Here, we're getting a brand-new system, all 250 beds and nurse calls and so on, for a lesser dollar amount than Juran was charging us.
Okay. How's the phasing going to work?
So
when
right
you-
now, we're using Juran in the existing nursing home, that's upstairs on 2, 3, 4, and 5, and units A and B. And once D, E, and F are completed, that will have the Bronco system. When our residents move over there and we renovate A, B, and C,
Then you-
we will take out the Juran system.
So you'll be migrating to places with the new Ronco system?
Everything that is open new will have the Bronco system.
Any other questions, Mr. O'Brien?
Yeah, is this compatible with, let's say, Cat5 wiring that may be installed?
I'll have to ask.
Yes, everything is Cat 5. Yes.
Okay,
Cat 6, actually.
okay.
I'll make a motion.
Moved by Ms. Schwartz, seconded by Mr. Miller. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No, motion is carried.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
You can get Latina to come for you, that'd be great.
Commissioner Latina, welcome.
Evening, Sheriff Burgos. How are you?
Marvelous. Number 2, authorizing an agreement with DPI Mechanical Incorporated regarding HVAC preventative maintenance and emergency services at various Albany County facilities.
Right. The Department of General Service put out an RFP out for all HVAC, boiler, water treatment for every building in the county. BPI won this portion of it with the water treatment Legionella for the 162 Washington Avenue, the boiler and preventive maintenance at 30 Clinton Avenue.
Okay, does this have, is that just for this location, number 2?
Well, yes, they won for the 112, all the contractors came in and they bid the portions of the buildings that they wanted. Some companies don't do, like Eckert doesn't do boiler, which would be
Okay.
the next one on there. They don't do boiler systems, so BPI would bid on the boiler system. Some companies don't do the water treatment. So as we packaged them, as we scored everybody, we scored the lowest responsive bidder for each one of those pieces that we needed to carry on the HVAC maintenance in all the buildings.
Okay, but so this HVAC resolution is how many buildings?
This one covers 112 State Street, 60 South Pearl Street, and 162 Washington Avenue, and boiler preventive maintenance at 30 Clinton Avenue. So, but there's different portions. So the next one, if you see Eckert,
Right.
there's also carryover on Eckert because they have the boiler portion of it. BPI has a boiler portion of the family court, and then Eckert would have the HVAC, all the air handlers portion of it.
Okay.
Because they were the winning bidder on those portions.
This $103,000, is that an all-inclusive total, or are there
Yes, this is
limits on
all
it?
inclusive, this is for 3 years. It's a 3-year contract. It also includes emergency services, a certain percentage for emergency services. If we have to replace, a coil, or we have to replace something like that, that's not covered under the preventive maintenance portion of it. So
Okay,
this is a not-to-exceed contract of $103,000.
okay, so there's no internal allocation among the different buildings. Each building is covered for 3 years in toto under an umbrella price.
Correct.
That's my questions. Members of the committee, Chris?
Who has the contract now?
Right now, it's probably, I think it's going to be Eastern Heating and Cooling has portions of it. BPI has portions of the contracts now. Eckert, Johnson Controls, there's a lot of
So
different ones.
same people.
Same people bid on it, but it's, like I said, we did have some new bidders this year, which was nice. We got a little bit of better pricing, competitive pricing.
Good.
How does the price compare with last time?
I bet you probably only went up maybe about 4%. And that was
And
a
that's for a 3-year contract?
That was a
so-
3-year contract.
So the incremental growth over 3 years is only 4%?
Correct.
Members of the committee? Any further questions? Mr. Reiner?
I think I understand how this broke out, but I'm not completely sure, and Paul kind of asked some of the same questions I had. But if I read the charts correctly, although item 2 says BPI and item 3 says Eckerd, you actually have multiple bidders participating in pieces of different buildings. So they are then subs to Eckerd and BPI?
No, they're not subs, they're completely separate companies.
Okay, so it's kind of misleading the way it says that the first item, the second item 2 on our agenda is BPI. It actually represents several different agreements for different,
BPI Mechanical is going to be doing water treatment testing for 112 State Street, water treatment Legionella testing at 60 South Pearl Street, which is required by New York State. It has to be done. And then they have the boiler preventive maintenance for 162 Washington Avenue and the boiler preventive maintenance at 30 Clinton Avenue. That is their portion of the contract. That's what they're responsible as far as their buildings go.
okay, and then under, well, I know I'm sort of jumping ahead, but it seems like
Under
there were
Eckerd.
other entities that were doing other pieces of the building work at all the different buildings, that there were more than just 2 contractors here that are actually...
Oh, yeah, there's multiple contractors, but those contracts didn't raise to the level of legislature. They were CAB contracts for the other buildings. So you have MTech,
So they're all showing up on these charts? that we're
they're all
looking at,
showing up in
but
these
not-
charts, okay, as far as for the other buildings, the spreadsheet for the lowest responsive bidder, but they're not showing up here because they didn't reach the level of over $100,000.
All right.
For nine.
Okay, thank you, that clarifies.
But
why I
what you
saw
did
different-
indicate to us that Karen Storm concurred with your judgments on all the contracts.
Correct.
For the bidding, for the structure of the bidding and the integrity.
Correct.
Yes, great.
I just had one question. It says Board of Elections, 224 South Pearl Street, on the one sheet here, facilities. Is that the DMV spot, the old DMV? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was a mistake, that was written as a mistake. That's actually the DMV building.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's actually DMV.
Okay, any further questions? If not, I would entertain a motion. Moved by Chris Smith, seconded by Joe O'Brien. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None? Resolution is carried.
Thank you.
All right, number 3, Commissioner, authorizing the agreement with Eckerd Mechanical Services LLC regarding HVAC preventative maintenance and emergency services at various Albany County facilities.
Correct, this is the same portion of the RFP, it's just that Eckerd had won these portions of the contract to do the water treatment and the HVAC preventive maintenance for 162 Avenue and also HVAC for the 30 Clinton Avenue property. These are really the air handlers, the HVAC portion of it, along with the Legionella testing.
Once again, same thing applies. This is an umbrella pricing, unlimited for all the facilities under the
Correct.
contract.
Correct.
Okay. And the air handling, are we basically talking fans? And,
Fan coils, they come in, they
Controls.
change all the filters and the belts, twice a year they have to come in and go through every unit to make sure they're up and operating to the most efficiency that they can.
Okay,
Cleaning out the pans, that type of work.
all right. Any questions from the committee? If not, I would entertain a motion. Chris Smith, motion by Mr. Smith, second by Mr. Miller. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is passed. Thank you very much,
Thank you, sir.
Commissioner. All right, number 4, resolution number 527. I think this is yours, right, Chris?
Yep.
Public hearing on proposed local law number U. Number U, that's it. Do you want to explain this, or is this just a public
I said
hearing?
it prior, it's due to the towers we put up 2 years ago, yeah. When the sheriff put them up, they left some spots for internet and cell, and this is the internet provider.
And
Okay.
this is for a public hearing.
Correct.
I'll make a motion.
Moved by Ms. Schwartz, seconded by Mr. Miller. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those, any opposed? There are none. The motion, the public hearing is passed. There being nothing more before...
No, we have one more.
And number 5, do we have to officially table that?
I'm just making a comment that it's tabled.
It is, number 5 is tabled pending the public hearing. I would entertain a motion for adjournment. Moved by Mr. Reinhardt, seconded by Mr. O'Brien. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 We are adjourned. Thank you very much.